How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing amazing. So I thought I would just come on and do a little video that has no kind of purpose or aim to it. It's just a ramble video. Just a ramble video of me talking what I've been up to and talking you to sleep. So I've just got back. I don't know if you remember me talking a couple of videos ago. I was talking about I had to go away soon. So I've been away. I came back like 2 days ago. But I came back, I got back home for like 6 o'clock. And then I had to go to work the next morning, work the whole day, and then today is the next night after that. So I'm like recording the videos now. So I'm trying to catch up on some washing. I don't know if you can see this pile here. This is a pile of some of the clothes that I took with me that I've kind of washed and got ready to put away. I need to sort all that out. But I'm trying to just not look at it for now, and then I'll probably put it away tonight or something. But it was a nightmare getting home because we landed on time, perfect. We were a little bit delayed in getting like this end. When we came back, we were a little bit delayed in setting off, but the pilot made up the time flying, so we arrived home 5 minutes earlier than what the original flight time was anticipated, so that was perfect. Love a shorter time like flight than what you need to be, perfect. But then I got stuck in an extra hour and a half of traffic to get, like extra hour and a half on top of what it should have been to get back in traffic, because there were some roadworks which knocked me into the rush hour traffic, which then knocked it longer. So by the time I got home, I was just so glad to be getting back. But I feel like when you've been away and you come back, it like 12 hours later, it feels like you've never been anywhere, you've never been away, and you're ready to go away again. When we got there, we didn't arrive until night time, so I think the flight got us there maybe 8:30. So I got to where I was staying at 9:15 at night, and the code to get into the room was on my phone, so it was like a Wi-Fi code. So they sent me an email and they said, when you get outside the door for the room and not before, or you'll kind of mess it up. So when you get in front of the room, you need to open this email and slide this button across that was in the email. Slide this button across, and then the door will unlock and you can just walk in. And I thought, oh well, that's like perfect. That seems. I said, oh well, do I need to talk to the people in reception? A lot of places you stay, you have to give them your passport, things like that. And they were like, no, because you've already filmed the traveller. You've already filled out the traveller information prior to you coming. We have all that on record. We've passed that on to the hotel, that's fine. All you need to go in is just go to your door, use this code and you're in, that's fine. And I thought, well, that's perfect for such a late flight and whatnot, because some places only let you check in up to a certain time. Some of it can be kind of as early as 8 p.m. and then you have to pay extra on top for a late check-in fee. I didn't need to do that, perfect. But I got to the door and it didn't work. I tried it a few times, didn't work. And so I emailed the woman and said, this is not working. And they said, oh, okay, it's no problem. There'll be a box with a manual key that you can use. I was like, okay, no problem. Went to look for that. Didn't exist. It wasn't on this apartment. It was on a few other apartments, but not on the one that I needed. So I messaged her and said, no, there's no apartment key. There's nothing like that. So she messaged back and she was like, okay, give me 15 minutes. I'll be with you. So she came out been travelling all day, and these planes and these long car journeys and these sitting around in the airport, then there's a journey from the airport. I just had enough, so I was like, I'm sitting on the floor at this point. So I sat on the floor, and that was me for until she got there. She did get us in, and we got in, and that was fine. And it turned out that the Wi-Fi in the apartment wasn't working, which is why the key couldn't work, because it worked off the Wi-Fi, and that wasn't working. So she tried to fix the Wi-Fi, because that obviously meant that I didn't have any Wi-Fi in the apartment, and she couldn't get it fixed. So she said, oh, we'll send somebody round the next day. I said, that's fine, but I have an appointment at 11:30 in the morning, so I won't be there. And said, okay, well, they can just let themselves in. If you're happy for them to let themselves in, they can just come in and fix it. I said, that's fine, whatever, that's fine, I don't care. So I went to my appointment. I come back, I went up to the apartment, I got changed, I went in the pool for a little bit, and then it got to kind of 4 o'clock. I went up to the apartment, the Wi-Fi still wasn't working, so I messaged the woman and I said, oh hey, do you know what time the engineer's coming around at all, like what's happening, kind of thing? And she said, oh, he's been round, but he couldn't fix it. And I was like, oh okay, right, thanks for letting me know. And I was a little bit like, oh, this is a nightmare, but at the same time I have roaming on my phone and it doesn't charge me any extra, so I was like, that's, it's fine, I can just use this, it's fine. So I went out that evening, had food, or like just the normal things that you do and whatever. I went down to the beach. I love the beach on a night time. The beach on the night time is beautiful. So I went to the beach on the night time. I took some photos actually. I'm thinking maybe I do like a little video, putting all the photos together and do a little voiceover. Yeah, do like a little voiceover of all the photos together. That could be nice. But yeah, I went back to the apartment that night and I went to bed, and as I was asleep, fine, fast asleep, and then the next morning there was like loads of knocking and doorbell ringing at, I don't know, probably 9:30 or something, and I'm still in bed, so I quickly jumped up and I grabbed a towel, just wrapped a towel around me, because I wasn't expecting anybody, so I thought something must be wrong in the hotel or something, and I answered the door, and yeah, there was just a guy stood there, and I was like, hi, and he didn't speak any English, like no English, and I didn't know what to do, and then he said Wi-Fi. I was like, oh, okay, you're the Wi-Fi guy, let him in. I'm just stood in a towel at this point, and I couldn't explain to him like why I was like this or why I wasn't expecting him. So I let him in, and just very awkwardly kind of sat around in my towel, looking really awkward and weirdly positioned. And he tried to fix it, and then he kind of summoned me over, and he called somebody and put it on loudspeaker, and he spoke to that person, and that person translated to me, and I was like, oh, okay, great, and we kind of explained what was going on. Anyway, he got it fixed, and he left, and that was great, so I had Wi-Fi for the rest of the time, but I just wasn't expecting the visit, but it was fine. That was good. So the rest of the holiday was really nice. It was really good. I did take a little microphone with me to do some videoing on the balcony, like an ASMR video on the balcony, but I couldn't do it because the balcony overlooked a lot of restaurants and bars and kind of a main strip, so during the day it was really loud with just people chattering and cars and things, and then from 8 p.m. on a night till sort of 3 a.m. it was just music, and not just one type of music, multiple bars with the kind of music clashing. So I did try and record a video, but it didn't work. yeah, it's just anxiety inducing rather than relaxing if you try to listen to it, so that didn't work. But I had a really nice time. I took a lot of photos while I was over there when I realised I couldn't do a video, so I think I might put the footage together that I have and then do a voiceover. That would be nice. I have these. I love these. I have this little, gives you this little container, and in the container is just loads of little shells. Don't worry, the full shells. I bought a pack of the full. You can buy like little what are they called? You normally get sand in them, little jars of sand, and you can get little shells in them. And I did pick up like a few broken ones that can't be used or anything. But you can buy little jars of shells and little jars of sand. So it didn't come in this. I put it in this. This is a, what are they called? Goo. Yogurt pot. It's not yogurt, they're cheesecakes. They're little cheesecakes. You can get them in so many flavours. I think you can get them in key lime pie, honeycomb cheesecake, Spanish lemon cheesecake. But I use this little pot because I had two and I needed something to pour it into. And they just have lots of little shells. Let me find my favourite. I have a favourite. Try and find it. This one. This is cute, right? It's broken down at the bottom, but I don't care. I still like it. That one's cute. And there's another one. Where is it? This one, I think it is. That one. It's like an orange colour. It's pretty. And then I have another little jar. Again, that's from cheesecake. But I put them in it anyway. And they're just like little rocks. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 little rocks, which I thought were cute again. So yeah, you can just buy them all as kind of souvenirs, little things as souvenirs. They don't come in these pots though.